Okay, so inside the vehicle now, Calum, I will start with the control panel. From left to right, top left here is your battery level indicator. So if I press the rocker switch upwards, it gives you the indication of your vehicle battery. So you can see we're just shy of 12.5 volts. And then rocker switch down is the leisure battery. So that gives you battery levels there. This one on the left hand side is the isolator switch. So that isolates power to everything inside the vehicle. That gives you power to everything inside the vehicle. Auxiliary here, that will help you power everything inside the van, like your lights, your fridge and everything like that. So that will need to be on as soon as you come inside the vehicle. Light switch here, so at the moment I've got lights on, you'll see around the vehicle, which are powered by individual switches. But if you don't want to turn individual switches off, you can come here and that will isolate all the lights for you. This one here is obviously the water pump, so making sure you have a sufficient amount of water in the system before turning that on, and that can be checked on this top setting here. So top one is a rocker switch to give you an idea of how much fresh water you've got in the vehicle, so there's just shy of a quarter of a tank in there. And the bottom one will indicate how much wastewater, so the wastewater is empty at the moment, which is where it needs to be. So that's your control panel, nice and easy. Now, coming to the kitchen area, you have your oven and grill, sorry. So I will open that up and just show you that working. So you have the control here, push and turn to the right for the grill. So you'll see the grill is lit there, and push and turn to the left to light the oven. Turn that off there. Now you have your 3-burner gas hob here. A little bit difficult to do one-handed, but I'll try and show you where I can. Just turn that on. There we go, so that's this one here. There we go, there's the back one there. And then the final one on this side here. There we go, on that side there. So that's all gas to the gas hob there. I will also show you some water running through your taps here. Let's zoom out a little bit. So you have obviously a mixer tap. I'll turn that on that side there. Now you do have hot water in there at the moment because I have the boiler turned on the electric setting, which I'll demonstrate hot water for you when you get here. So you've got hot water and cold water there. Again, a little bit difficult to see physical hot water, but you see you have running water through there for you. Now this is controlled by your control panel here. So starting from the top one, you'll see that is your boiler working on 230 volts. So that will only work when you're plugged in at the side. Nice and simple. Now the bottom control panel is for your heating and hot water on gas. So I'll talk you through this. So the little silver dial here is your power selector. So when it's off on that 0, it is off. If you want to use your boiler on gas, so if you're not paid for electric hookup, you can use 60-degree hot water there, 40-degree hot water there, turn it off there. If you just want heating inside the vehicle, turn it down to the little gas flame. That will give you heating only inside the vehicle. And this little dial here will control how fast you want the heating to blow through your air vents, your blown air vents. And the bottom one will be heating and hot water. So it will give you 60-degree hot water and it will give you some heating as well. Again, this is on a gas only setting. So that turns it off. 60-degree hot water on gas, 40-degree hot water on gas there, off. Just heating there, 60-degree hot water and heating there. That's nice and easy. I'll talk you through your fridge. So it is a self-igniting fridge. So you see at the moment I've got that on gas. Turn that off and that isolates all the power to it there. If I go back to gas, you'll hear a short period of ticking before it ignites. There we go. So that's lit and ignited for you. Next one there is 230 volts. So that will light green when it is lit on 230 volts when you're plugged in at the side. The next one, now you don't have any light on the 12 volt at the moment because that is a travel setting and it will only work when the engine is running. As I say, it's a travel setting, so for when the vehicle is started and being driven. So again, I'll flick that back up to gas. So I can demonstrate that being nice and cold for you when you get here. Again, it's difficult to see and see how cold it is on a video. I'll move into the bathroom. So pretty simple in here. I'll show you running water through. Now the pressure on this is very, very good, so I won't turn it up full, but you'll see on the hot setting and cold setting, you have water coming through both of that. Toilet cassette. Again, I will show you pressing the flush button there. That flushes the toilet for you. I have put some green fluid in there for you as well, and that just drains there. The mixer shower, I'll just take the shower down so I don't get myself wet. I'll put that down there so you can see, and turn the tap on. There we go. So you see you have some water running through your shower as well. I'll just put that down there a moment. Now you just have some storage cupboards in here. You've got your main RCD unit, some fuses, and your charger unit there as well. So if anything was to trip out on electricity, this is where you come to sort it out. I've left some green toilet fluid in there for you, and then just some storage places. Now to operate the additional bed here, you have this little, you can see the little fold out wooden section there that flips over and sits onto the little ledge there. The table drops in half and sits on the the silver rail there, and then the cushions just make up into the bed there, nice and easy. In the cab area, everything is pretty simple really. You have your cruise control there, you've got your lights there, along with indicators, and then your window wiper section on there. Yeah, everything else is pretty self-explanatory there. You have your seats that fold forwards here, so you pull that back and then the seat will drop forwards there on both sides if you do both of them, which will allow you to pull this bed down here. So you've got the little catchers on there which will allow you to pull. I'll just show you briefly without dropping those seats down, but you can see you have your bed up there as well. I'll pop that back up. There we go. Now that's pretty much everything inside. You also have obviously a skylight there which you can open, a skylight here which you can open, but that is pretty much everything. If you do want to lock the door, you literally push the door up like that. That will lock it from the inside, and to open is like that. The final thing is this little switch here is for your step. Now when you do start the engine, the step will automatically go in. You'll get some beeping noise just to let you know that the step is still out. That's pretty much everything. It's pretty simple to use. If you do have any questions, you're not sure about anything when you are using the vehicle, Calum, please do feel free to just get in touch, and I'll help you where I can. But as you can see, everything is working and operating as it should be. Yeah, it's a great vehicle and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Thank you very much. Bye bye.